Algeria's powerful military chief Ahmed Gaid Salah dies. Ahmed Gaid Salah pushed ahead with presidential elections despite an opposition boycott. Ahmed Gaid Salah, right, was seen as de facto leader after Mr Bouteflika's resignation. News script from BBC. Algerian strongman military chief Ahmed Gaid Salah, known for telling veteran leader Abdelaziz Bouteflika to resign, has died aged 79, official media say. One of the last veterans of the 1954–62 independence war against France still in power, Gen Salah died of a heart attack. All clips may not represent the story. Mr Bouteflika, who ruled since 1999, resigned in April after mass protests, leaving Gen Salah as de facto leader. The opposition has been calling for the whole of the old regime to quit power. General Salah has been replaced as acting army head by Gen Said Chengriha, and 3 days of mourning have been announced. Watch to become bilingual with latest world news. General Salah played a major role in organizing presidential elections on the 11th of December, which were boycotted by the opposition, saying they were necessary to avoid the country descending into chaos. The election, fought between 5 candidates closely associated with Mr Bouteflika, was won by former civil servant Abdelaziz Bouteflika, who was dubbed as the chosen one on social media for being seen as close to the army chief. Protests began in February after Mr Bouteflika announced that he would run for re-election. It was the military chief who announced on the 26th of March that Article 102 of the Constitution, allowing the president's removal on grounds of ill health, should be applied, which resulted in Mr Bouteflika's resignation. But protesters continued to call for the removal of those around the president, including Gen Salah himself. As de facto leader, Gen Salah rejected opposition demands for deep reforms, the setting up of transitional institutions and the dismantling of the regime. Ever since independence, the army has been the real center of power in Algeria, arbitrating factional conflicts among politicians and business interests, making and unmaking presidents. Mr Bouteflika himself was brought to the presidency in 1999 by a group of generals who had prosecuted a brutal war against militant Islamist insurgents since 1992. Gen Salah, head of the army since 2004, was a central figure in this system. He was born in 1940 in Batna region, 300 kilometers (186 miles) east of Algiers. He joined National Liberation Army aged 17, and fought against French colonial forces. He fought in the 1967 and 1973 Arab-Israeli wars. After independence in 1962, he attended Soviet military academy and rose through ranks. He was the chief of land forces during civil war against Islamist insurgents in 1990s. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.